Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nova War.
And Maximus Black.
And this is episode 1 of Tutorial Time with LAGTV. Mr. Maximus Black.
Yes, sir.
As you know, I don't play a lot of Starcraft.
Nope.
In fact, it's questionable as to whether or not, even when I'm playing Starcraft, if I'm playing Starcraft.
Okay.
And I have a whole lot of trouble not wanting to, one, kill some of the people that message us whenever we record, but two, more importantly, I have a lot of trouble against Zerg. I am a Protoss player, and I get a lot of 6 pools and 10 pools and all-ins from Zerg, which seems to be all they're doing these days.
Yep, I can relate.
I would like to know how to avoid such a thing.
Okay, well, we do have an 8-pool happening, and before we get into this tutorial, let me introduce these players.
Certainly.
Starting up top here, we have Viper, and over on the right-hand side, we have
Seraphim.
Just
call him Sarah.
So, you know, doing tutorials was something that we always wanted to do since the start, but we never really had time.
Right.
And since we want to show you guys how to successfully hold off Zerg pressure, and it's relatively short, we can squeeze this in.
Sure, yeah. So, what do we got going on here? I'm assuming we're going to use the Protoss player here as a fine example.
Yep, 9 pylon.
All right.
12 assimilator.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
And looks like the probe is going to be coming out here.
So, that seems like very early gas to me.
Yeah, and it actually is extremely early. So that sort of tells me he's probably going to get some heavy sentry, maybe?
So, I'm noticing that we're not actually saturating that assimilator immediately.
Yeah, no, that's a very, very important stage.
So it's just like a preemptive, you want to get out of the way, you don't really want to miss
and
the timing on that.
It looks phenomenal, too. And if an Overlord comes over here...
Confuses the hell out of them, I guess.
the shit out of them.
Okay,
you know?
all right.
And when the Overlord comes down even more, they're like, well, where the hell is he? And they really don't think, usually the Zerg's the one that's going to do the expanding first.
No, absolutely.
And, and this is a key thing. Getting that second gateway, totally discarding the fact that you got an assimilator and you're fully saturating it.
So we don't want a cyber core.
You don't need the core.
So we're just going pure zealots here. Essentially. Is what we're shooting for.
Essentially,
okay.
Yeah.
And I guess that makes sense. Zealots, pretty good against Zerglings. That's not bad.
Very good. Also, a wall, not a complete wall. It needs to be a wall that is open in 2 areas, right here and right here. So in case...
Keeping with the theme of confusing the enemy.
I think that's the lesson of the day.
Very good.
Confusing the enemy.
So Bob doesn't get out at his normal time. I'm assuming because we're saving up, we're getting that extra gateway and everything in time. So and the second assimilator as well.
So here comes that Overlord. Let's take a look at his vision.
Okay.
So he's instantly going to see this assimilator
right
off the bat. So he's immediately going to think sentries. So he might have to go and tech into Roach right away to maybe take care of that and to bust through. I don't know what because I'm confused right now.
Okay.
I'm confused. Like this strategy is so good that I don't even know how to commentate it. Like, and that's why it's so powerful.
Okay. So we have 2 Bobs here.
Yep.
Bob and Bob 2.
Mm-hmm.
Finishing the wall of confusion. And now this seems very
game changer right here.
This seems like it could change everything.
No, it's definite game changer.
So you get your natural expansion down at around the 5.5.
No. We got to get the second assimilator first.
Yes.
And then get the Nexus.
Okay.
But make sure once again you don't saturate this assimilator.
Theme of confusion.
There you go. And now drop your core at around the 28. Right. He got it a little bit early. Sometimes I would like to see it go down at around the 30, 31 mark. But, 30, he had the minerals. Why not go for it?
Okay. All right. I'm feeling more comfortable about this. Now, we're about to see the attack. Can you slow this down real quick for me?
Sure.
Can we just go to normal speed?
Yep.
Okay, because I really want to make sure I see all the heavy micro, because I'm assuming there's got to be some micro involved here.
Well, this specific Bob went through, like, special training, special ops. This guy does not mess around. He will single-handedly be able to take out about 30 lings at this point in the game. 7 minutes in, you really need to rely on that special Bob to do that great and wonderful damage.
Okay.
So much that he scared away the lings and he's just going to go screw up this other Bob.
Okay, all right. We do have another one coming out here, and we're actually canceling that natural expansion now. Is this to keep up with that same theme of confusing your enemy to no end?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
It seems to be working fairly well. I noticed that that Viper's having a hard time deciding where to go. Mr. Black, I have one last question for you. Is also leaving the game to confuse your enemy into thinking that he actually won.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're sure he didn't just type that in and then something else happened. He actually
No, he did that shit purposely.
Okay. All right. So it's kind of like if like a Terran floats a base off somewhere, you know, it's just, and then he types in
syntax error, something like that. It's basically the same thing, except it's a TOS version.
Okay.
And,
no, I feel a lot more comfortable about this. I've seen it in action. I've seen it work.
I cannot wait to get on the ladder and try this out.
Absolutely.
Because why not?
I mean, I'm considering, you know, sometime in December, maybe January of 2015.
Maybe the next life.
That I play Starcraft.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try this the first time I come out. I might even play a fan and try this out. And maybe even, you know, maybe we can start, you know, taking on some people and teaching them to spread the word that this is the new meta game for Starcraft 2. Confusing your enemy so much so that they are forced to win the game, but they don't really win because you won by leaving when you could have won anyway.
That, sir, is the art of confusion.
That's the height. Mm-hmm.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the very first tutorial on LAGTV showing you guys the art of confusion builds. Go try it. Let us know what you think in the comments below. And I guess we'll see you the next time we see an awesome build.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been LAGTV coming to you from the fine locale of Canuckville, Canada. I'm confused.
What?